We are in Section 7 of the SAM Specialist Certification Training. Section 7 is about the Tier 3 practice for the SAM implementation. We have this in two parts. I would like to recollect first what we did in Tier 2. In Tier 2, we established practical management around SAM as the objective. The scope of Tier 2 was to develop, implement and communicate policies, procedures and processes for SAM, clarify competencies and make an improvement plan, which came in from Tier 1 actually. But in Tier 2, particularly, we focused on optimizing and integrating SAM systems and other relevant systems, also SAM processes and other relevant processes. And the outcome of Tier 2 was lifecycle integration management, defined by integration and optimization, an essential control environment. Even in Tier 3, we do the integration and optimization, an essential control environment. However, in Tier 2, achieving Tier 2 means improving service integration and management controls and driving immediate benefits. The outcome for Tier 2 was therefore integration and optimization, an essential control environment. And we had the life cycle processes in Tier 2, namely the specification, acquisition, development, release, deployment, operation, and retirement. And we had a few Tier 3 roles and competencies and certain benefits. And we went into each of those processes in Tier 2. Now let us move into Tier 3 and see what's coming up here. We have this in two parts. We begin with part 1. The learning objectives for this Tier 3. You will be able to describe the Tier 3 processes, its definition of what Tier 3 is, the primary roles, the activities involved, how to implement Tier 3, and the performance indicators in Tier 3. Let's look at what's been happening at the Universal Exports. Tier 2 was implemented in Universal Exports, which resulted in a SAM system, which was integrated and automated with SAM process optimization, aligned to the operational processes. Policies, procedures, processes formalized and communicated to stakeholders and the operations. Sterling and his team delivered an automated and optimized SAM platform. Even though it may seem perfect, it is time to finalize the SAM project and establish a project organization to mature the SAM management control system. In Tier 3, the objective is to create greater efficiency and effectiveness by optimizing cross-cutting context with focus on cost. So that's key to note here, greater efficiency and effectiveness by optimizing cross-cutting context with a focus on cost. Scope in Tier 3 is the following: SAM contracts and supplier information to be relevant, realistic, controlled, and managed. So the focus is on contracts, first of all. Secondly, the focus is on the financials, meaning the SAM financials must reflect the current and future situation and be controlled and managed. The SAM measure must be aligned with business and SAM operational needs and must be managed and controlled. So SAM and business alignment also happening. And lastly, the SAM operational risks need to be managed, controlled, and communicated. The outcome of Tier 3, which is same as Tier 2, integration and optimization and setting up the essential control environment. And the achieving the tier means improving the management controls and driving immediate benefits, which is same as Tier 2. However, it is further improved in Tier 3. The main thing to note in Tier 3 is the using of the 4 processes, namely the relationship and contract management, financial management, service level management, and other risk management. So it begins by identifying the gaps between Tier 2 and 3. So we are now at Tier 2, and then we need to move to Tier 3. And therefore, there'll be specific tasks and KPIs to reach Tier 3, or the KPIs of Tier 3. Therefore, Sterling is planning the implementation of Tier 3 activities. He has to convince the financial department of the need for more focus on the SAM financials and controls. Please help him and create a poster that summarizes the value of an alignment and integration between financial management and SAM, such as what SAM benefits would be achieved by a closer alignment to financial management. Explain the disadvantages of an alignment between financial management and SAM, which prerequisites must be in place to enable the alignment between SAM financial management. This might require a little more learning about Tier 3 before you can try this out on your own. You can look into your own environment and practice this exercise. We begin with the objective or process, the relationship and contract management. The objective here is to manage all relationships with other organizations, both external and internal, to ensure the provision of seamless quality SAM services and to manage all contracts and the related assets and services. This element of ISO 19770-1 is where your business analysis, both internal and external, pays dividends. Meaning, having embarked on a SAM program, you should be ensuring that the SAM program has a clear and defined objectives of its own. Those objectives support the wider IT operations and strategy, and those operations subsequently support business operations and strategy. So SAM leads to better IT operations, and that leads to better business and its strategy. Therefore, when you're drafting the goals for the relationship and contract management for SAM, then you may have to consider these factors, such as who are our customers, internal or external, what might they reasonably expect from SAM, what can we provide them, how frequently they will expect such information, how quickly it can be provided to them, what format is acceptable to them, does the information provided qualify and protect the organization's position regard to SAM, what related services such as support and maintenance contracts require the attention of SAM program to support this underlying software position of the organization. Also, do we rely on any third parties for the provision of data? If so, are they fully conversant with the importance and timeliness of providing such data? And is all contact information for customers, both internal and external, collected and up to date? There could be other questions also, such as do policies and procedures exist, and defining the roles and responsibilities for supplier management, and any terms of reference are in place or not for individuals charged with managing such relationships. Is the invitation to bid and tender for the supply of software and services form part of the procurement process? Is there a formal review process in place to assess the quality of service provided by the suppliers with documented conclusions and activities ascribed concerning any action to be taken? Does an annual review assess whether the software and related services purchased is meeting the needs of the business for which it was originally purchased? Do we review future software needs? Do we currently review the terms and conditions of contracts as they apply to the purchase and deployment of software? Do we have a document management system that provides adequate security and privacy for those contracts? Do we review all contracts prior to them expiring, such as 6 months earlier? So many questions. Clearly, but when looking at this long list of questions related to procurement and contract work, so SAM is not just an IT-based project. It takes more than a tact and to see such a project through to successful conclusion.